Hi Sarah, thanks so much for joining our series From Couch to Career. How are you today? Feeling good?
I'm very well, thank you. Nikki, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us your story. How did you start with Extrastaff?
I actually started 10 years ago this year, which is exciting. I started off in our Enfield office as what we used to call semi-skilled consultant, which is now our industrial 2 desks. So I was recruiting, forklift drivers, administrators, machinists, things like that. And then moved over to the industrial desk in Enfield, and then the driving desk managed by Adrian Dunn, who is now one of our regional managers, who taught me everything I know about recruitment in those first sort of 4 years. Adrian then moved on to manage our Dunstable office, so I took over the management of the Enfield branch, became senior branch manager, and then moved to head office to do head of projects at the time, and then slowly moved over to be a director as part of the board.
Which is IT and media.
IT and social media.
Exactly.
So all of the development and PR and everything.
How much your life has changed since, you've been changing all of these positions, from consultant to director?
Loads, not just the day-to-day job that I do, but also the workload and managing people and stuff. Of course it's changed. I didn't manage anyone when I started, I now do. And I report directly into the CEO now. I didn't before. And there's a lot more strategy and stuff involved when you're a director as opposed to just the day-to-day management of your desk or your branch. So loads.
I agree. And what are the factors for success?
I think you need to have a really positive attitude. I think if you come in and you're a kind of a mood hoover, I call it, it reflects on everyone. I think you need to be positive no matter what's happened the night before. And you just need to, be motivated I always tend to look further down the field. So I think we're thinking now about the summer and Christmas even. And you need to we set ourselves as a team, clear goals, what you want to achieve. And I think if you've got something to look forward to that far ahead, it makes you a success. And it's fantastic what we've done because of that over the last few years.
What are your passions, in work life and personal life?
I'm passionate about politics, especially everything that's going on in the current climate at the moment.
Crazy, right?
Crazy. But yeah, I'm passionate about politics. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I love the teams I work with, and I love social media side at the moment is exciting. We've gone from not having TikTok to, as you know, we've got millions of views on TikTok.
And even recording what we do at the moment.
Exactly.
Well.
And even the equipment, if you think how we started, we're now doing really professional setups. If you can see behind the scenes. But everything from what we've had, the journey we've grown on social media and the IT side of things, we've developed so much internally. We've got our own bespoke system, and we've invested millions into it, and it's a really exciting time for us because of everything that we are planning on doing this year and further down the line. And
absolutely, I know. Tell me what you've done before recruitment, because a lot of people joining recruitment thinks they need to have experience, where I think that's absolutely not needed.
Absolutely, you don't need experience. I had no experience, as you've just heard. I came in brand new to recruitment. I didn't know anything about driving, about working time directive, about AWR, nothing. I actually went to university and did a degree in PR, advertising and marketing, and then went to work in a PR firm in London for a number of years. Loved it. But then an opportunity came up to work here, and it was the best decision I made. I love it here, and we have got such a family feel here, and it's just a fantastic team.
And obviously, as you say, you've joined with no experience. Do you think, especially nowadays with what we have in Extrastaff, which you can talk about, do you think it's much easier now to get in recruitment with all the sources you can get into with, if that makes sense?
I think it depends. Us, for example, we've got a fantastic academy, Extrastaff Academy here. It's headed up by our head of training, David Carlin, along with all of the support we get when you first join, or you get when you first join from your managers, your area managers, and even our HR team, and everyone holds your hands. And we've got an LMS system. We've got fantastic benefits here, and that coupled with our academy, where you come to our head office, which is a beautiful building, and you get trained on all aspects of the job. And I think a big part of this series we're doing now is to showcase that a lot of us have come up through the ranks.
Yeah.
And you've got people like our operations manager. I mean, his background is in a chicken factory,
Yeah.
And me, I had nothing to do with recruitment. I was a junior, and now I'm on the board of directors, and we've got some of our regional managers. In fact, I think most of our regional managers started at Extrastaff as recruitment consultants. And it just proves that, firstly, career progression is great at Extrastaff.
It is.
But also, the sky's the limit when it comes to whatever you put into it, you'll get out of it.
Who did you look up to inspire you?
I'd definitely say my dad. My dad's funnily enough, the CEO of the business. He inspired me. He's really hardworking, incredibly intelligent and logical, which is sometimes frustrating. But he's inspired me. He's a hero, someone to look up to, and it's nice to have someone like that in your life.
And when you joined, did you have like any sort of strategy or any like vision, or you just joined with the flow and it's like whatever happens,
I don't think you can join knowing what's going to happen in 5-10 years time. You kind of do just have to go with the flow. I never expected to be a director. It's taken 10 years. It's not something that's happened overnight. And I think had I not have started as a consultant, number one, it probably wouldn't have been very fair. But number two, I wouldn't know the job, and that really helps with the IT side of things, especially to know what it's like to be a consultant, to know what would work and what wouldn't work on our systems and stuff like that. So I never set out with the intention to be in the position I am. It's just happened. Yeah. I'm happy this happened, but it was never my intention.
You've seen both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you need that.
What would you define as your proudest moment in your career?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I think every time you get promotion.
Like hiring me, for example, I know.
It's certainly not hiring you. I think every time you get promotion, I think every time you give a member of your staff a promotion is a really amazing feeling, or if bonuses and stuff like that, or even just telling people they've done a good job. I think how we as a team, it's not me, have turned around our social media from how we took it on. It's just been amazing, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm also very proud of what we've done on the IT side. We've got one of our developers who started literally as an IT support person, and he's now one of our developers, and he's grown within the business. Those are the things that make me proud.
Yeah, just seeing progression, and like being managed by you, I definitely see that you're trying to get people to progress and not just stay at the same place, including me. Like, I'm on the future leaders course. You're the one pushing me to do more.
Yeah, and I think you have to go with what you guys say you want to do and stuff. But if anyone expresses an interest, and I'm sure this is every manager within the business about taking it to the next level, we'll always try and facilitate that, whether it's within recruitment, i.e. becoming a branch manager, or someone like you who wants to do it from the other side of things, a central manager, head office sort of typey manager. So yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
No, I don't think it's worth having regrets. You learn from mistakes and stuff you make. No, I don't think I do. I mean, you've asked me on the spot, so ask me when I've really thought about you, especially. Then I might do. No, I don't have any regrets.
Tell me about your favourite memory.
There's been so many. I mean, so many good times. I'd have to say our parties. I think everyone's going to say that.
Do you remember them? Because I don't remember
some of them. Our 20-year anniversary party in 2023, that was epic. We threw like our own extra festival type, as you know, and it was so good.
Yeah.
We had bands, DJs, food stalls, everything.
It was like a festival.
It's our own festival. So we even had wristbands, didn't we? And it was we did. We had entry wristbands. It was like a year in the planning. But it was just an amazing day and night.
And do you have like any really like awkward moments that happened in your job where it's like falling down in front of a client or anything that is going to be really like...
Me and Adrian went into a meeting once, and we knew we would never get this client because it was just something we could never supply. It was something really specific and niche. I can't remember now what it was. So we went into this client and just made our names up when they asked us for a name tag. So because we just knew nothing would ever come of it, it sounds unprofessional, but it is what it is. People are human, right? You have to have a laugh. So I said my name was Susan, and I think he said his name was Andrew or something. We're not realising that they would type up name tags with those two names on it and make us wear them around this client warehouse. So then as we went down to sit and have this meeting with the client, he had to keep referring to me as Susan in the meeting, and me saying to him with Andrew. That was probably one of the most awkward memories because I didn't realise that they would print up these name tags. But look, it's fun. We make it fun, and that's just what we're like. And
do you have any good memories with your cars at Extrastaff?
No, because my last car got written off by you.
Obviously, you mentioned that you don't need experience in recruitment, but you have no experience in IT as well, do you? All happen really with your experience that you just learn the business, and from there you kind of progress. I
think, bear in mind, David wasn't around when I started. Yeah. I don't think you can have, when it comes to something like IT, no experience. You need to know how to operate Excel, Yeah. But you're right, I didn't have any experience on the development side of it, or coding or anything. I know the basics, right? But I think if you have a good team around you that you trust,
absolutely,
anything works.
Exactly.
And it is about the team around you and how knowledgeable they are and how much you trust them, really, and it works.
What has changed,
So much. I mean, when I first started, we were still doing what we call booking sheets, so the rotas on Excel. We now have a bespoke system for it. There was 60 of us, maybe less. The summer parties, the Christmas parties, sorry, we used to share with other businesses because we didn't have enough of us. We didn't have this. Our head office was an 8 of hardly any. Is nowhere near as big as this. So much has changed, you know. But a lot of the people that I started with, you know, our payroll manager and credit control manager, who are downstairs currently, are brilliant. I used to do work experience with them, like when I was a kid before I started here. So much has changed, but the core people have remained the same, which is what's really nice.
Yeah.
And also we used to, from an IT point of view, temps used to register on paper, so we used to have to print packs of papers every week for the temps used to, and we used to photocopy all their documents. We don't use printers anymore in the branches, you know. It's all done via our app. Temps register via our app. We've got tech in the app where they can take photos and it lifts up their information, so they don't have to fill out a load of stuff online. And all of our payroll's done online now by clients. So clients can log into a portal now. They've got real-time reporting, real-time timesheets. We've got TNA, facial recognition devices. Just
like one button, isn't
exactly.
it?
They've literally put their face on this to check in, and it checks their time in directly with our system and links to payroll. Payroll's done by a click of a button these days.
Like automatic. I mean, of course, we still have the input of people, but it's just also like just easy.
So much has changed, and we could always do more, of course, which is why we're always going to expand.
Well, thanks so much for joining, Sarah. It's really nice to chat to you, although I chat to you every day, but you know, in that sort of environment, it's really nice just, you know, to get to know you more. And yeah.
Thank you. It was good to be part of it. Thank you.